guys, it's Christina from Redefine Creative, and I am back with my second walkthrough of some of my December daily album. And I am going to flip around a little bit, so it's not going to be completely in order because I haven't been working on the pages completely in order. But I will start where I left off after the first video. So if you haven't seen the first one, there's a link down below so that you can check out the first part of the flip through. And then I'll be back hopefully by the end of the week or next week with the last portion. So I'm trying really hard to get this done. I did go back and add some glitter foam thickers into this this label spot on the side. And then this part you guys have seen. So we're going to flip ahead. This is where we left off in the last video, was this happy holiday page. So then I have day 5, and I have used this acetate piece, and this is from Studio Calico, and I added some doilies on the back to make that 5 pop out, and then just this little joy die cut, and then I've kind of added some detail here to flip over on the side. And then I have the doily on the back with this Love Santa gold foil card, and this is from Allie Edwards' main kit. And then I also included this little pocket. So I've taken this glitter pocket and just used washi tape to create some spots to put it into my notebook. And then it just has this little tag inside, which is a tag from Heidi Swapp with some little decorations and things on the back. And that just slips right inside this pocket. And then day 5, the main photo is the 6x8 size, and it's just a photo of my kids with Santa. So I added some little embellishments up in the top corner on top of a doily, as well as down here in the bottom where it just says a visit with Santa, some sequins, just some little details so that the photo itself stands out. So then we are on to day 6, and I have just this little red glitter 6 down here. I started with another 6x8 photo, and this is my kids the day they were decorating the Christmas tree. So this is them with their Christmas tree they decorated in the background. And then I have that gold foil Merry and Bright. And then on this side, I've just added some extra pictures of my kids decorating the tree. I have a card up here. This is from the Allie Edwards kit with this embellishment that says trim the tree. And then this photo actually pulls up to have my journaling about decorating the tree and our traditions and that kind of thing for how that goes. And then just some detail down here as well. And then day 7 is talking about some of our favorite Christmas treats. And so on this side, I've used this 'Tis the Season with a black and white striped card behind it, and some journaling about our treats. And then I have a picture of my daughter and son with this Rudolph pancake that they got when we went out for breakfast. And then inside this day 7 pocket are just some photos of some extra treats and things that we also enjoyed for the holidays. And then I can also add some more photos to that of Christmas cookies and that kind of thing. This is another one of those acetate sheets, and I've just attached it with one of these Heidi Swapp stickers, added this little clip, and it's all on top of this treat bag. And this was something that one of my kids brought home from school that they had gotten a treat from either another kid or a teacher inside. So that was day 7. Day 8 is actually just this page. And so I created this huge 8 out of cardstock, and then I printed just the movie posters for 8 of our favorite holiday movies that we watched. And then when you flip it over, I did some journaling on the back, but then I also had each member of our family write what their favorites were and sign their name. And I did this for a reason, just because I wanted to document their favorite out of those 8 movies, but I also like including their handwriting and seeing how their handwriting changes over time. So like this is my little guy, and then my daughter and my son, who are working a lot on cursive this year, so you see a lot of that. And I think it's really neat to have this included where I get to kind of capture a snapshot of their handwriting and where they are in this album. And then this one, rather than start day 9, I cut up a 6x8 piece of paper that came in the main Allie Edwards kit and just put it in the pockets as kind of a backer for this number 8 so it doesn't get lost in the next page. And then we get into day 9, and on day 9 we went to this Harry Potter magical holiday ball. My son, this son right here, is really, really, really into Harry Potter. So when Barnes & Noble announced that they were going to do this, it was a real big deal that my son wanted, of course, to be there. So I have some pictures of him doing the crafts and with the Christmas tree, that type of thing. And then I took a photo that I found online this was like their promotional ad. So this was the title page, and then this was a picture of the actual Harry Potter ball from the movies. And I just basically glued them back to back and put a little tab to flip, and then I added those little stickers. And then this edition here was a little ornament that the kids were decorating that night. So I added my day 9, a couple of glitter stars, and the back of it was a snowflake that the kids could color. I just left mine plain, and then I added a piece of vellum over the top where I tell the story of this event. So my journaling is going to be on this little flip guy. And then I have just some more pictures, my kids doing the art project and then working some of the displays that they had. My son actually took his wand and wore his robes, so I wanted to make sure to get that in there. And then I took this 3x4 card, and this is from an old Studio Calico kit, and I cut out this middle box that was in the card that was already designed there, and I created into this little shaker pocket. So I have some of the stars from the Ellie Edwards kit, and then I added some other sequins and things from Spiegel Mom Scraps, some more journaling and washi tape, and just kind of created a different little element on that page. And then I have some blanks. So this was day 9, and I'm still working on, I think, 10 and 11. And so then we get into day 12, and this was when we went to what's called Zoo Lights. So the zoo here in our hometown does this huge Christmas party, basically, where they do tons of lights and music, and it's a lot of fun. So I have just a picture across the lake. They have a lake right in the middle, and then they do this big dancing tree light show. So I have that, and I use this kind of the white space of the night sky to put my title. Then I've done a bunch of journaling down here, and then I just colored the 12 to be red. And then I had so many pictures, I kind of needed this extra little insert. So I just took a full 6x8 page and cut it in half. So I have a picture of my kids, I have our tickets with a little clip, and I just created a pocket for this out of a 4x6 Project Life card. So I cut it as 3x4, and then I made the second half of it into a pocket. And then on the back, I have some more journaling, and then another picture of my kids with some of the displays. And then this side, I have 3 of these squares are shaker pockets. And I used, the black stars are from an old Felicity Jane kit. And then let's see if I can take this one out and give you a little closer look. So that's where those are from. And then the red stars are from the Ellie Edwards kit. And then all of the rest of the sequins came from Spiegel Mom Scraps. And then I just used my fuse tool to close up all of those pockets. And then I had a bunch of pictures still from the event. The kids get to do this thing, it's called a polar slide, where it's this huge hill and they get to slide down in tubes. And because we're in Arizona and don't have any snow, that's a really big deal for the kids. And then I just cut some of the tags that came in the Ellie Edwards kit to fit the pockets and added these little rubber embellishments. And those are actually on the outside of the page protector. And then I added some cork snowflakes up here, and I have them just on a piece of, I don't know if you can see it, piece of acetate. And there's one on each side. So it's actually not attached to anything in there. It just slips inside this pocket, but it does have the snowflake on the front as well as on the back. Stick that in there. All right, and then the next one is day 13. So this one is all about writing letters to Santa. So I just have a close-up of the paper that they used, the kids writing their letters, and then we put them inside this metal tin tube on our Christmas tree, and that's where Santa picks them up. And then I showed this paper in the last video, but this is something I picked up at Macy's where the kids can write letters to Santa. And I used that to talk about our process for writing letters to Santa, as well as the things that the kids were asking for. And then I just have some subtle embellishments that I put on that card as well. And then I have some of these rubber shapes that go on the back. And so I'm going to go ahead and stop there with day 13. In the next flip through, I will go back and show you the pages that I skipped. And then I will also show you some of these other pages that I have in progress. And then in the back, I have put the pocket that came in the main kit with the remember. I've added some washi tape, some pattern paper, a little piece of ephemera, and then all of our Christmas cards are inside. So I hope you liked what you saw in this flip through. I'm sorry it took so long to get you part 2. But I am really working hard to finish it up this week, and then I will get you part 3 as well. I hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you again soon. Bye.